And it looks like our last game of the series is going to be a ZVZ here. It is going to be Modesty, aka Modesty, versus Great. Why? Can somebody explain to me why it's Modesty now? It was Modesty before, right? So he actually changed it to Modesty, right? What is up with that? Like, I know people have been joking about that for a while, but is there like a reason? Does anybody know? Anyway, so interestingly, I think the last time this happened, or by this I mean the last time STX played against SKT, I think it went down to Game 5, and I think Modesty beat Hyuk in Game 5 in a ZVZ where Hyuk just hyuked himself. So let's see if Great can do a better job. Anyway, the map's gonna be chain reaction, and oh wow, man, Ace starting up 2-0, taking out Bogus in set number 1. If they lose, if they get reverse 3-2'd, that is just gonna be so sad. And I mean, Modesty is supposedly supposed to be the ZVZ guy, and Great's ZVZ is not good at all. I'm sorry to say. So yeah, this is not looking good for Air Force Ace actually. So here we go, the deciding set. Now, I of course I'm going to be doing another series after this, SKT versus Samsung Con, which man, it's so funny because yesterday like we had Stars versus Team 8, which I thought wasn't going to be that good, and then I was looking forward to KT versus CJ, but actually T8 versus Stars turned out to be really good, and then the second set was kind of meh. And that's like, so I'm a little bit scared now because this series has been so good that maybe T1 versus Con might be a disappointment. I hope it won't be, but I'm a little bit scared now. Anyway. So looks like the overall head-to-head score between these guys is 2-0 in favor of Modesty. And thankfully, the player positions match the overlay positions, so I don't risk any player confusion. Actually, maybe I should change my own overlay to reflect that. So Modesty is Z9, Great is Z3. Nice. And wait, was the guy hiding his head behind though? That's not very manly. That guy was definitely hiding behind his girlfriend. Ugh. How unchivalrous. Anyway, this looks like we're gonna have a hatchery first from both players actually. 12 hatch versus 12 hatch. I guess the rush distance is kind of long on this map, presumably. And yeah. 12 hatch on 12 hatch. Let's see how this plays out. That's actually quite nice. So no silly no silly build order losses. And there are the spawning pools. Pretty standard. So the Overlord's now going into each other's bases, and seeing the pool timing and the gas timing, they should know exactly what has happened, and that is that they are both 12 hatched here. Now the question is, do they go speed first, lair first? Presumably they'll both go lair first, because since the Overlords are in the main base, like, they can see if the other guy is going for mass ling and just play accordingly, so there's no point. Is there a point going speed first? I don't know. I think they should go lair first. Yeah, there's the lair, and looks like one drone transferred for Modesty, but 2 drones transferred for Grey, and yeah, there's his lair as well, so presumably those are both lair first. Anyways, excuse me. Overlord going over now, just confirming that there is in fact a hatchery there, but of course he already knew that. A couple of lings going out now for Great. Any lings out for Modesty? Looks like 0 lings for Modesty. Presumably he's made 2 lings though in response, of course, since his Overlord did see those 2 lings moving out. So, and this is the thing, I mean, you know, when you have perfect vision of your opponent, it's usually better to just drone up as hard as you can, because as soon as you see the other guy make lings, you just make your own lings as well, and because of the travel time, you will have the defender's advantage. So yeah, just 2 lings against 4 lings there. No big deal. And there's a Spire for both players. It's interesting, it seems that there's no good, or it's difficult to build your tech buildings in protected positions on this map because like there's a lot of space behind the minerals on the main. Like oftentimes on other maps the main minerals will be kind of against the edge of the map, so you can like build a better SimCity, I guess, to make it more difficult for lings to snipe your buildings and stuff, but I guess it's not going to be a huge issue on this map. And oh, is he going to see the lings? It looks like the lings hit. Wait, wow. Wait, did Ricky really not see them? Whoa, Modesty, I don't know what he's looking at right now. How does he not? These 2 lings just ran past everything, and they're going to get in here and get a drone kill. They might even get a second drone kill. Looks like Modesty just going for the counterattack. Does he have enough lings to do serious damage here? I don't think he does, and the drones are helping out. Oh my god, Modesty. Modesty, how did he not see? It looks like another drone was sniped. I think that was 2 or 3 drones from Great. Great also defending the Ling attack at his front. He did lose 1 drone in that engagement, but he got a huge Ling advantage as well, and looks like he's going to go for the counterattack. Modesty, in fact, took his second gas already, but that's not going to be very useful if Great goes for the attack. Why is Great not moving out? I think Great really should be moving out with these Zerglings right now. I think that was a little smirk there from the Air Force ace coach, knowing that his player is in a decent position. Looks like, wow, Great actually playing very, very carefully here, checking all of the possible locations where Modesty might be hiding Lings for a counterattack. But I think Great is definitely in a good position right now. He is up by 3 supply. That might not seem like a lot, but I mean they're only at what, 24 supply against 21, so that's actually pretty big for a mirror ZVZ. And it looks like Great is actually going to wait a little bit for the Mutas to get out. No, he is now moving out with his Zerglings, perhaps just was maneuvering them around a little bit, but I mean it's a little bit too late now. Modesty has gotten his own Zerglings out to match. And wait, why are all the... Oh, no, okay, no, they're going back. Okay, never mind. I got confused about the directions. Great, or sorry, Modesty just pulling his Overlords back there, and looks like some Mutas coming out for both players as well. Now let's see how good the Muta Micro is. I mean, I did say Great's ZVZ is not particularly amazing. He did get a nice little advantage there, but it's going to kind of come down to the Muta control here. This can determine everything. Looks like some nice Muta Micro from Great, and he is counterattacking at the same time with the Zerglings. Does he have enough to break through here? Looks like he does have the Zergling advantage, although 2 of the Zerglings do stay behind, unfortunately, but he does get a drone. His Lings are kind of trading evenly, and it looks like, no, he actually is going to win significantly here. His Lings are going to do so much damage. What about the Muta engagement? Great. Going wide-eyed there. Doing the deer in the headlights face for some reason. Meanwhile, his own Lings were attacking an extractor for no good reason, but he did force the drones off the line a little bit, and now his own Mutas are going in here. Modesty could be in a lot of trouble. Modesty is gonna make a lot of Scourge for the engagement. Great, microing decently. Looks like got landed a few Scourge hits of his own, and 1 Zergling still in the main base of Modesty. Could perhaps kill another drone. Looks like it does kill 1 more drone of Modesty. Modesty now down 5 supply compared to Great, and still 1 Zergling in the main base. Is he going to get a drone kill? Looks like he does not. But Great definitely in a decent position. Modesty actually taking a risk here, making a couple of extra drones. And I think he did need to do that actually, but he's just going to be that means he's just going to be falling further ahead. Sorry, further behind. He's going to be falling further ahead in the Muta count, because that makes sense. Looks like poking in here with the Mutas to try and distract while the 2 Lings go into the natural, but not quite going to happen. Almost sending some Scourge into that Overlord there. That would have been quite funny if that had happened. And it looks like these Lings are actually still alive. Great, just gonna play this, just gonna play super safe here and not even try to protect that at the natural, and just make sure the Mutas don't go into his main and kill a bunch of stuff. He might lose an Overlord here though, barely gonna save the Overlord. He's gotta be careful though, all the Scourge going in here. A lot of the Scourge do hit, but Great, looks like he definitely has the Muta advantage, just trying to micro down the Scourge, and then he can chase away the Mutas of Modesty, but Modesty doing a great job. And what the hell, the Zergling was hold position, Great Zergling was hold position and just did not attack at all. That was really bizarre, and looks like, oh my god, 2 drones getting taken now. Great might still lose his 3 drones getting taken down by these 2 Lings. 4 drones, do we have 4? No 4 drones, but still, man, a nice counterattack by Modesty, keeping himself in the game. This game is actually ridiculous right now. What a way to end it. I mean, ZVZ oftentimes can be very quick and dirty, but this is actually very exciting ZVZ. For the final game, I'm quite happy that that we're getting to see this. I mean, it looks like both players are actually stabilized a little bit. I would imagine that Great is still ahead on the mute account, though. Yeah, it looks like a lot of Scourge out for Modesty. If Great can micro these down nicely, it looks like might get a free Overlord there as well. He's got to be careful not to let the Scourge run into that Overlord. Wait, where did Modesty's mutas go? He's going to lose some drones here. Oh my god, Modesty's losing drones to these mutas. He's just getting held back by Great Scourge, and looks like Great might force an engagement here. Modesty's own Scourge coming in. Scourge everywhere, mutas everywhere. Great, though, constantly on the attack here. Is he going to get that one more muta? Yes, maybe. Modesty on the run, Great. Can he finish off the series? And it looks like he finishes off all the muta. Air Force Ace is celebrating. 5-Bat Hero is probably going to dance, even though he didn't play a game. But that's okay, because he is the dancing queen. And it looks like Modesty is completely dead here. Air Force Ace is going to take out STX Soul 3-2. Why did Modesty make drones? Modesty's like, there's mutas in my base. I can make drones, Zerglings, mutas, and Scourge. I think drones is the correct answer there. Man, Modesty was probably terrible at multiple choice tests when he was a kid. You know how, like, a lot of times on multiple choice tests, you don't actually need to know the correct answer. You can just guess based on what the choices are. Modesty was like the kid who picks the choice that doesn't make any sense. GG from Modesty. Great. With a very matter of fact there, finishes off the series. And Air Force Ace takes it 3-2. And I think that actually makes the bottom of the standings quite interesting, because let me actually have a look here. So before this weekend's matches, Ace was 4-7 and Soul was 5-5. So now they both have 5 wins, but Ace has a couple more losses. Or no, Ace has one more loss, it seems. But either way, it's the bottom 4 are now kind of evening out a little bit. Anyways, don't go anywhere, guys, because coming up is going to be Samsung Con versus SKT T1, battle of the Protoss teams, and that should be quite exciting. I love me some Protoss, so stay tuned.
경기가 KT와 CJ거든요. 오늘 경기 못 잡아냈으면 강팀과의 그런 대결이 남아있기 때문에 굉장히 위험해질 수가 있었는데 그런 점들이 굉장히 좋았고 팀 내에서 가장 이 부진을 면치 못했던 저그라인이 오늘 2승을 더해준 것이 정말 공군에스 입장에서는 정말 뜻깊은 승리가 됐습니다. 네. 오늘 STX 전통의 저그 강팀인데 오늘 저그는 단 1승도 주도하지 못하면서 팀의 패배, 분명번 마지막 1패까지만 그냥 안타까운 모습에도 강복되고 STX는 9승을 못 넘어요. STX